Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on last year's national champions, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Falcons offense will take the field first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around, they use him. Sometimes he blocks, sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman, sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. At the 35, he's loose. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Fakes to grab, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw again. Shoots it to the left. He's got him still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Falcons had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Falcons! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So UCLA's offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hard running there. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They're facing a third down. Pressure coming. Firing to the right, complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Falcons come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gets it out quickly. And he's to the 48-yard line. That would be good enough for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Quickly complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Falcons started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Air Force!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Almost had the completion, just missed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Miles. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense going forward.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to the ground game on the left. Shakes off the defender. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Zings it complete to the right. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Falcons have pushed it inside the 20. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's the pressure. Breaks into the open.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Grab near the marker, it's Miles. At the 40, there he goes. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st.
Good enough for 1st down.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. He makes the grab.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling that catch.
Barrels ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Turning it on! And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Air Force! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fires to the right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Bruins are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know.
There he goes. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Miles. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. The kick is on its way. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snagged out of the air. At the 35, he's open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's first and 10 from the 47. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Good timing on the quick out. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. It's a running room. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete on the right side. Running through contact. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Air Force! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense in press coverage. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just a short pass to the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Miles. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miles. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air. Score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quick completion on the out. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
When you got a QB with this kind of arm talent, receivers with this kind of speed.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And he brings it back. Can you believe this? The final play of the first half. What a disaster. That might get the offensive coordinator fired at halftime.
And just when you thought this half was going to end ho-hum, the offense coughs it up, and the defense is able to not only recover the fumble, but they take it back for a touchdown. They steal more points before heading in at halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Going to the run to start this second half. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Bruins will punt this one away. And this ball will be downed at around the 20. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got him. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quickly complete. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Under fire. It's caught. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Falcons will have it first and 10. Wants to throw again. The quick out. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays game after game.
Touchdown, Falcon! Fitted in the window for the score.
Down here close on the goal line, you got to have great timing, and there was no hesitation by the quarterback. As soon as he saw his target open up, he fired that football in for 6.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
52, UCLA, 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive in.
There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Boom. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. Turning it on. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Air Force. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Sets up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Snatches it on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Finds his man. It's Miles. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Bruins are on the move. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 32 to ULM.
Quickly complete.
Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly complete. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Touchdown, Falcons! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Power football with the run. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Lewis to throw. Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the look. Touchdown, Bruins! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on fourth down.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down and still on his feet. Turning on the Jets. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Air Force. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Touchdown, UCLA. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great...
He's loose. The 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Lewis to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bruins.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge, explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. This guy can throw it. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Works the middle of the field. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Falcons are marching down the field. Firing to the right, complete. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Air Force! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Lewis wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Falcons. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. The give. Fights off a defender. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So now it's 2nd and long.
Black 14! Black 14!
Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets open down the middle.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
Got the quick pass. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wide out trying to get it in. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them?
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis to throw. Finds his man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Racing down the left side. The 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions. This late in the football game, it would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quick strike complete.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
First down, 10 yards to go. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking to the big tight end. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating